Hello, how y'all doing? This is part two of Growing Old Be Like. Now, like I said before, as far as social interactions outside of my family, my immediate family, I'm talking about children, spouses, or ex-spouses. Outside of my immediate family, there's only about three people I communicate with, and they are few and far between. I just text them. Okay? I just text them. They are few and far between. Okay? And that's about it for me. I never was have a need to be socially interacting with people. If you think about it, that's why a lot of black people get killed. All this interaction and stuff. And anyway, that's about all I keep in contact with. Now, I noticed in my particular family, the elderly people in my particular family, I noticed this even when I was young, that they had very few close friends. Now, it could have been because their friends have died. That could have been it. My great aunt, which is my grandmother's sister, she had one friend, and then she died. But in my particular family, just observing the elderly, they had very few close friends. But I have to admit, as you age, your world gets smaller and smaller. I mean, I'm trying to give away some stuff, and your world just gets smaller and smaller. You don't require a lot of space. You know, when your children are young, you got rooms, you got a playroom, and then you got this and you got that room. You know, you got a lot of rooms. But as you age, you know, you don't need all those rooms and all those spaces. And you don't need a lot of stuff. So that's what my opinion is. But no, it could have been the reason why the elderly people in my family didn't have many close friends. It could have been because they burned all the bridges, y'all. That's possible, okay? Now, when I was in my 30s, I had acquaintances or friends in their 20s and 30s. I mean, that's okay, but now that I'm older, no, I don't have any friends in the 20s and 30s. There's too much of a generational gap there. It really is, okay? Now, as far as sex goes, you know, your mind may say yes, but your body says no, because it's going to take a whole lot of energy just to get out of bed every morning. I'm just being honest. But actually, you have just as much sex drive when you age from 40 and up that you had in your 20s and 30s. In fact, I think it's more intense. But see, you got to think when you're older. Okay, you're going to notice, you know, of course I'm going to notice if a man is nice looking, he's well put together, he's nice looking, he's not fat, he's in shape. I'm going to notice that. Okay, but is he someone I should get involved with? No, okay. You know, you see, old people do not check out their mind. See, your mind may say yes, but your body says no. But like I said, I've heard of some elderly people, you know, particularly in the Christian community, who have good sexual relationships well into their old age. I've heard of that. You know, if you have a good husband, y'all like each other. I've seen elderly people hold hands, which I think is the most cutest, one of the most adorable things I've ever seen in my life. I've seen that over the years. Elderly people hold hands. It's the most adorable thing. I think that when you see that, two elderly people holding hands. But, you know, I'm a realist. I'm a realistic person. I mean, an ace is an ace, a spade is a spade. I think we all have to be realistic. I mean, if we're well into our old age of 50 and up, we cannot pretend that some guy 20 or 30 is going to find us attractive. That's not realistic, because he's going to see the wrinkles that are from head to foot. You take like Madonna is what, 62 or 61? She got a boyfriend 20s and 30s. That's unrealistic. Okay, she can have all the plastic surgery she wants, but look, he's looking at those wrinkles that are from head to foot. That to me is not realistic. By the same notion, you know, a man in his 60s, 70s, and 80s, why is he pretending that some girl in her 20s and 30s will find him attractive? And I know it's going to be a whole bunch of people on YouTube who have spouses or boyfriends 20, 30 years old or 20, 30 years young. I know that, okay? More power to them. Now, there was one case, this young black male. He was light-skinned and had green eyes. He was very handsome young black male. Okay, he got electrocuted. It's already done deal for raping and killing this 82-year-old white woman. Now, you know, a white woman is the death of a black man. It's always been like that. A white woman is the death of a black man. Now, he didn't say much as he approached his execution date, but I think what was actually closer to the truth was that, this old white woman, she's in her 80s. She's looking at this young black male. He's a very light-skinned, green eyes. So immediately her mind goes back to the time about 1930. So now she's interested. I think that she probably paid him for sex when she got her check every third of the month. She probably paid him for sex. And I think he came in one day and asked her for some more money. She said, no, die. She killed him. He killed her. But, he didn't have much to say. I mean, what 20 or 30-year-old black man is going to admit to having a sexual relationship with an 80-year-old white woman, 82-year-old white woman? None. None's going to even admit that. So he really didn't have much to say as his execution date approached. But I think that is really that's closer to the truth. They found his DNA inside her body. They never said it was 4th century. They never said that. But they found his DNA in her body. So that spelled his doom. Just spelled his doom. Once they found his DNA in her body. However, like I said, I don't think it was like that. I think that she probably told him, look, I won't tell if you won't tell. And they had a sexual relationship. And he went there to get some more money. And she said no. And then he killed her. I think that's close to the truth. And then there's another case. That woman was white. The other case, the 70-some-year-old, late 70s, I think, it was a black woman. She was found dead. They found a black man, a young black man, killed her. He's got life in jail. But what I think really happened there is that, now she's 76. I read this case several years ago. So in her day, when the black woman wanted the man, she just lifted up her skirt, okay? So I think she lifted up her skirt. He see all those wrinkled drawers. Excuse me. He sees all those wrinkled drawers and he see all those wrinkled legs and stuff. Lord have mercy on him, okay? So I think she was another woman that paid him for sex, okay? Because she's with this handsome black man. He got life in jail, by the way. But she's looking at this handsome black man. Her mind goes back to 1940 or 1930. When a black woman wants something, they lift up her skirt. Okay, she probably lifted up her skirt. He probably threw up. But, he took it nonetheless. She took it. And she probably had another one that paid him for sex, every third of the month whenever she got her check. And he wanted some more money. She didn't have it, so he killed her. I think that's what really happened. Okay, I think that's what most likely happened. But he got life in jail because this particular state does not have a death penalty. So look, you don't know as you age. You can do all the Google searches you want to, but a man may not be who you think he is. He could be the rapist, and you're the 15th victim or killer. You're the 15th victim. And you can probably look this up. The case in, I think it was Detroit, this 50-some-year-old woman. I think she was in the mid-50s. I guess she was living in senior housing, and I guess she wanted to earn some more money, so she went out and decided to prostitute herself part-time. Okay, so she just happened to run into the serial killer that was in Detroit, and so he strangled her and killed her, and that was the end of that. They did find the serial killer, but he was a serial killer in Detroit. Okay, sometimes you shouldn't do it anymore. It's just over with. Like I said, your mind may say yes, but your body says no. You better keep your mind in check, because your mind's gonna play tricks on you. You gotta keep your mind in check. Now, the elderly people in my family, I noticed this even when I was young, is that they had no hobbies. They didn't halfway cook, to tell the truth. Only a few of them cooked, and not really that much, okay? But the foods they did cook was pretty decent. One of them, anyway. But a lot of them didn't cook, hardly at all. And it wasn't edible. Some of the food wasn't even edible. Okay, they didn't knit, crochet. They didn't sew. They had no hobbies. They were idle. They just didn't do nothing. So what else is there to do but cuss each other out and cuss other people out? That's all they did. All I could see that they did. And talk about sex. In which when you gotta listen to someone that old talk about sex, you don't want to know the details. It's the worst conversation ever, okay? So, if you're an elderly person, you idle, you're not doing any kind of hobbies, you're not reading any kind of books, You don't have any hobbies. You're not even trying a new recipe. You're not doing anything. There's nothing for you to do but cuss everybody out and talk about sex and pretend you can do something when you can't. Okay? And you take like most of the stories and tales that I heard growing up were about my great grandmother and my grandmother. All the sex tales that I heard about in my family, it was about my great grandmother and my grandmother. And you don't want to know the details. I'm going to spare you, okay? You don't want to know the details, okay? But most of them was about them. And there were other elderly people that I got some sex tales from, okay? But you don't want to know those details either. I'm going to spare you, okay? But see, in my opinion, a lot of elderly people are just idle. They wouldn't get into a lot of trouble they get into if they were busy. They were doing something. I mean, at least try a recipe off of YouTube. Try a recipe that you haven't tried before. Do something. Okay? So Knit Crochet, none of them did that. Okay? They were idle, doing nothing. So what else is there to do but gossip about this, that, and the other person? Cuss everybody out. Cuss who knows who out. You know, there's this person who I grew up with. Now she has moved. Now I would think she's from a small town. Computer acting up. I'm willing to think that 40% of the gossip that was in the small town has stopped because she has left. Okay, I would think so. Now you see celebrities. They got a ton of plastic surgery in their face. They're on stage half naked, and the audience look like they're about to throw up. Old celebrities don't know when to leave. They don't know when to close the curtain, that final curtain call. They don't know. They're still on stage. Okay. So like I said, I try to keep negative people out of my life at any cost. Okay. I try to keep negative people. I don't text them, nothing, no communication whatsoever. I mean, I say I'm about 98.9% there of keeping negative people out of my life. And like I said, the 3 people I do communicate even remotely is texting, and that's few and far between anyway. So in my opinion, you got to do what you have to do for peace, to have peace in your life. You got to keep yourself busy with projects, knit, crochet, do something. I mean, there's so many nice crocheting projects out there that you can easily do. They're right there on YouTube that you can easily do. So my opinion is to keep yourself busy, very, very busy. Have a nice day.